Welcome, 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 guys. I am so excited. My name is Jean Marlo Davis, and welcome to our first show. Yes. I am so happy. I am so happy. Guys, I'm doing a fast right now for 12 days, and I'm telling you right now, my spirit is so high. I'm at peace. I'm happy. I'm just grateful. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. And today, guys, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. And we're going to dive into our subject in just a minute. For those who do not know me, guys, we're going to get started. Maybe let's give it about maybe one more minute. One more minute. We'll go ahead and flow with this. And I just want to say thank you. Go ahead right now while you got this 1 minute. Go ahead and grab pen and paper. I have my paper. I have my stuff, and I have my little pad right here so I could take some notes on myself. So, grab pen and paper, because tonight what I'm going to talk to you about is something that's been on my heart. And I told my husband, I said, I want to start this show letting people know that regardless where you are in your life, you have to have belief. And with belief, you will have a breakthrough. And I'm going to share with you who I am, and the journey that I've been through, and the journey I continue to go through, and what my journey, my testimony can help you to have the breakthrough that you need. So I just want to thank everybody for joining us. And if you have any questions, comments, or whatever, guys, just go ahead and leave your comments below. I'm going to address them probably a midway into this broadcast. And we're going to be coming to you every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go ahead and be right here for your information and inspiration to help you go out there and impact the nation. So I just want to say thank you. I am so excited and grateful. And I just want to dive into the subject tonight and let you know a little bit about myself. My name is Jean Marlo Davis. I am a wealth creator. And what is a wealth creator? Wealth creator is someone who is inspiring, someone who believes, someone who's working towards having total prosperity in every area of their life. That's mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, as well as relationship wise. It's someone who dominates in any industry that they're in, and they're walking by faith, not by sight. That's what a wealth creator is. They walk by faith and not by sight. And they believe that they can have, be, do anything. That's what we say in our tagline as a wealth creator, that you can have, be, do anything. But as I said, my name is Jean Marlo Davis, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about my history. I remember years ago, before I even got into speaking and coaching and mentoring and having sold out workshops and boot camps and things of that nature, guys, I remember being a single mom with 4 kids, struggling to make ends meet. Not only that, I don't want to get into any tears tonight, but I remember being at the lowest place in my life when I was abandoned with 4 kids. My husband at the time left me with 4 kids, very young children. I think the oldest was probably in 2nd grade or 3rd grade. And guys, I just didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how I was going to make it. I'm talking to the single moms out there, the single dads out there. There is hope for you. You just got to keep your belief. I'm telling you, I am a testimony. I did not know how I was going to make it. I did not know how I was going to provide for my children. I was talking to my daughter today, and I was saying, honey, I just believed that God had left me. I believe God had abandoned me. I was angry with God. And it's okay. It's okay to be angry. With God, I was angry. I was frustrated because I said, God, I've done everything I'm supposed to do. I got married, had my children, with my husband at the time. And I'm like, to have that to happen, to have the rug pulled off and underneath you. I mean, man, I just didn't know what to do. But one thing I thank God for is my mother. May she rest in peace. Miss Minnie Gamble, she taught me the power of prayer. The power of prayer. And not just the power of prayer. She taught me the power of belief and the power of the spoken word. She taught me that there's life and death in the tongue. And so as I began to evaluate my life, being a single mom with 4 kids, struggling to make ends meet, striving to take care of the bills, striving to take care of the children, doing the best I can do, hoping to God that no one would call DFACS or child protective service, not because I was doing anything wrong, but the struggle was very, very real. And I was like, God, please, you got to help me. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I just know belief is the answer. Belief is the answer. I looked at my 4 children. I always tell them that they are my angels. Because of God and because of them, I say, you know what? I'm going to get up. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make sure that I'm there for my children. For a little while, my children were latchkey kids. They come home with the key. They do their homework, things of that nature. And at the job, I used to work for the Internal Revenue Service for you guys for a while. And, I have a tax and financial company over 20 years now. And I remember back then, the last job I was working for, I was working in accounting. And I would get home in the evening, dog tired, and see my children. And it's a mad race to feed them, to make sure they got their bath, to make sure they do their homework, to give them some time, some family time. And when they would go to bed at night, guys, I would cry myself to sleep because I said, this is not fair. This is not fair. I said, I don't wish this on my worst enemy. I don't wish when you have children, the mother and the father, that's another discussion. Okay. We're going to talk about what we're going to be talking about with the Jean Marlo Davis show in a little bit. But that's another problem right there when you don't have the mom and dad and it's left on the mother, it's left on the father to provide and take care of the children. I used to cry myself to sleep. And I remember when times got tough, guys, not only was I working a full-time job, I was working a full-time job, I was working a part-time job, and I was working a home-based business. And I remember that my children would come home, and this is so funny. It was this one summer that I came home early one evening, and I saw my oldest son at the time, and it looked like he just kept getting darker and darker every day until I was coming home one evening, and the rent department, or landlord, as we will say, they say, your son, your children, they sneaking in the pool every day, and we see them and we send them home because we know that you don't know. And I was like, oh my God. And I remember coming home, talking to the kids, and I was so frustrated. I was so irritated. And I said, Jean, you got to be here with your kids. You got to be here. At the time, I said, I don't want MTV, MP3, any of those threes or video games or any of that raising my kids. And I said, if it is to be, it's up to me. And I said, God, I believe in you. And I know you're going to give me the strength to be able to take care of these 4 souls that you put in my care. I know that, I'm victorious. I start speaking the right words. I said, I know that I'm victorious. I know that I'm going to be able to take care of my babies. I'm going to walk away from my job. I'm going to be able to be at home with my children. I'm going to be able to give them the life that I did not have. And so I start believing, guys. I start believing, but I start speaking those things into existence. And I gave myself a timeline, if you will. I told myself I wanted to leave my job August of 2013, somewhere around there. And at first I got very, very scared because I was like, Jean, if you leave your job, you know that you have, at least because you can get a pink slip anytime, right? But I said, you know that you have this job to go to, that you have a check coming in every week, and you're saying you want to leave your job. But, I wanted to be with my children. I was missing my children. They was missing their mom. And I remember having a meeting with them. We had family meetings every week. And I remember having a meeting with them. And I said, what is it that mommy need to change? What is it that mommy need to work on? What would you like me to improve? I advise everyone, if you have kids, sit down, talk to them, have a heart to heart, and see where their concerns are and what issues they're going through and what their experience. We have children that are taking themselves out, 10, 11, 12 years old, committing suicide. Why? there's a disconnect somewhere. I'm telling you. So I would have these meetings with my children every week. And this one particular day, I said, I'm just going to ask them, where do I need to improve? Right. And so they said, Mom, we need more of your time. We don't get to see you as much as we would like to. And I listened to that and I thanked them for it. But after I put them to bed, I was so angry. I was so angry, not at them, but I was angry at God because I said, okay, how am I going to be able to do this, to be able to take care of these kids by myself, 4 children, 1 girl, 3 boys. And boys, they eat for two, it's like 2 each, right? They eat for 2 almost, seem like it. And, I was like, how am I going to be able to take care of these kids? I was 28 years old with 4 children, abandoned by my husband at the time. And I was faced with a crisis. I was at the lowest point in my life. And I felt like God had given up on me. I felt like, you know what? This is not right. But I thank God for those kids because I began to pray. I began to pray. I began to look within myself. I began to say, you know what, God? You gave me these babies. They're dependent on me. They want more of my time. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come home and be there for every game, every play, every dance recital, every audition, whatever they're going to do. I'm going to be mommy and daddy for them. That's why I said I'm going to be mommy and daddy for them. So I came up with a game plan. I was doing consulting, dealing with relationships. I don't think I need to go into that a little bit, but I was doing some consulting and I started making some money on the side doing that. And it got to the point where I was getting at least 2 clients a week. And at that time, I was making like $800 a week from those 2 clients. And I said, wait a minute. Okay. So at that time, I said, if I can just get 2 clients a week, I can go ahead and quit this job and I can start working on the traditional business that I created, the Institute of Financial Freedom and Investment Solutions, TIFIS LLC. And so, which is a tax, finance, and wealth creation company. And so I knew that the financial company, I knew that was going to take time, energy, money, blood, sweat, tears. So I knew I couldn't really touch that baby. I knew that the money that I made from TIFIS LLC, that money would have to go back into the marketing, the branding, the supplies, things of that nature. You need to remember that. Some of you guys are stealing from your baby, and that's why your business won't grow. We'll talk about that on another show, okay? So I said, now that I see from this consulting side that I was making an extra $800 a week, it gave me some peace. And then I did something that most people probably would not ever do. I downsized from the nice, luxurious apartment that I had. It was beautiful. We had like 3 bathrooms, one in the master bathroom, pool, tennis court, this, that. It was really, really nice because I wanted to make sure that my children was in a winning environment. We moved to Cobb County here in Atlanta, Georgia, and they went to the best schools. And our youngest 2, we homeschooled them. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I put them in a winning environment. I wanted to make sure that I gave my children the best that I possibly could. So that's the reason why I decided to move in Cobb County. But get this, I gave up that. I said, look, Jean, you're going to have to give up this place because you want to downsize so you can upgrade. Okay, that's a word right there. I needed to downsize before I could upgrade. And I remember I moved into this duplex over there by the Dome, okay, in Georgia Dome. I kept my children because I kept my children in Cobb County. I did, and we worked that out. That's another story. But I remember that I think that rent at that time was like $400. Just telling you a little bit about my journey so you can get to know who Jean Marlo Davis is. And it's all related to the subject that I'm talking about, guys. It's all related. And I remember I moved into this duplex. It was 2 bedrooms, okay? one bathroom. I mean, it was low, and I think the rent was like $400. And I it was over there by the dome, and I remember a friend of mine, associate of mine, we were thinking about going into business together. And when she dropped me off one evening, she said, "There's no way that I could downgrade the way you have." That hurt me so bad. I never told her that. That really, really hurt me. And it could have broke me, but I'm just much stronger than that. I have a higher purpose. I believe in God. I trust in God. And I know that, you know what? That wasn't the end of Jean Marlo Davis. At the time, my last name wasn't David. But I'm telling you, that could have broke me. But I said to her, I said, you know what? That's why you won't have what I will have. Because down is nothing more than preparation for up. Okay, somebody need to write that down. Down is nothing more. Thank you guys for your comments. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Listen, now I'll get to it in just a little bit, but down is nothing more than preparation for up. So I gave up this nice place, moved into this 2 bedroom duplex. My boys slept in one room. Me and my daughter slept in the other. And then to the time, I told my daughter she used to fight in her sleep. So I got me a sofa bed and slept in the living room. I said, girl, no, you fight too much in the bed. So I said, I refuse to sleep with you. But I did that. And I began to work on Tiffis LLC. I ran ads in the paper for the consulting because that was already biting. So I was doing really, really good with that. So I was like, man, with this, if I just get two sales a week, that was $800. I said, you know what? I'll be straight. I have more than enough to take care of all my bills, to feed my kids, to be able to also to take some of that money and invest in Tiffis. And guys, let me tell you, I began to work on our company. I remember starting getting a building down there at the Oddfellows building. A friend of mine, she reached out to me. She said, Jean, I got an office space for you. You could share with some other sisters. And we shared the office space. And I start, me working for the Internal Revenue Service for years, having tax and financial knowledge. I launched Tiffis LLC. And I began to prepare taxes, business and personal. And it was funny when I was in that building, I would get some pop-ups. I would get some people coming. And I remember having a great mentor. It is very, very important to have a great mentor, guys. I had a great mentor. And I sat down and talked to him. And I was telling him how my business was faring at the time. And he said to me, he said, Jean, you're paying rent here for this building, but you don't have enough customers coming in the door to offset that rent. You're going in your personal pocket. So he told me, he said, hey, look, pack that stuff up and create an office in your living room at your duplex and do your taxes there. And that's exactly what I did. I packed up everything. I moved out and I began to do taxes. I began to do free workshops, free seminars. I was on various radio stations, WRFG 89.3. I was on WCLK 91.9. I was on V103. I was on so many different radio stations. I remember we used to have People TV here. They might still have it with Reginald. I think it was Reginald Coleman back then. I was on his show. I was just going around giving free advice, educating people about the tax advantage of business, how to be audit proof, how to protect their assets, things of that nature. And I began to get more and more and more and more clients. Now, as I talk about my journey, I want to pause. I want to kind of fast forward into the future, if you will. I want to pause that. We'll get to that a little later, another show, because it's a lot. And I only have an hour for this show today. And I remember, educating people and teaching people about the tax advantage of business. And what happened is that different business owners will begin to consult with me and hire me to come out and teach their organization about the tax advantages of a business, how to be audit proof, the most common tax deductions that they qualify for. I remember I told you I had the 2 jobs and a home-based business. The first home-based business that I was a part was a financial solutions company. They talk also about taxes and finance. I like to say a lot of times we're like a spinoff. We graduated, we're their baby, and boom, here we are over here, still thriving and strong. We did a lot of changes, which I'm going to talk to you about that over the course of this month, and how we branded ourselves and market ourselves and rebranded ourselves, and how it's necessary to really, really pay attention in the time that you're in and what you have to do in order to thrive in this economy. So that first home-based business, I remember that mentor shared so much with me, and I thank God for him. And it's very important to have a mentor. And I believe what he said. I trusted his word. He was a multimillionaire, and I knew that he loved me beyond just being a business partner. Some people, y'all in business with people that they don't even care anything about you. You're just a number on their board. I do business with people I know, like, and trust. And guess what? A lot of other people do too. And that's one thing you got to remember. You got to be authentic. You got to be real. You got to be a person that people know, like, and trust. Stop just getting people money. Stop abusing people and think you're going to have a client base. No, you will not. That's a sidebar. Okay, I digress. Okay, so listen. So I trusted him because I knew he cared about me and my children. And I moved out of that office space. And what I did was I began to build my business there. Like I said, being on the radio and things of that nature. Now, fast forward, I began to work with so many different network marketing business, MLM, direct sales, lawyers, accountants, doing workshops, private workshops in private homes and offices. And I remember being in one convention, 15,000 people. I was on the stage and I trained for what they called a Super Saturday in that company. I won't say its name, but I remember training. And of course, I was a member of that company. Had something to do with some juice, but you didn't hear it from me. But I remember doing a tax training. And a good friend of mine that I met in a business was telling me that he was going to put a tour together. He was going to put a tour together of a system that he created, and that he was going to put some speakers together. Now, this is where we really get into belief and breakthrough. He said, I want you, Jean, to teach about the tax advantage business. Do what you always do. Just show up, show out. Do what you always do. I'm going to tell you what the lineup is going to be. And I said, okay. He said, we're going to do it, a little bit later on. I'll contact you about it. So weeks went by. He contacted me and he shared with me the people who's going to be there. One guy, his name Jack Zufelt. He wrote The DNA of Success. You can look him up. He wrote that book to teach you how to break through with your business. And then he talked, who else was it? It was somebody else. And then, of course, Ken Rothness. He's the one who created the Show Me the Money system. And then he said Danny Glover. And I said, Danny Glover? You mean Lethal Weapon Danny Glover? You mean Color Purple Danny Glover? He's like, yes, Danny Glover's going to be a part of the Show Me the Money tour. And guys, God will qualify the call. This is a sidebar. God will qualify the call. A lot of you are sitting on your hands because you're looking for somebody else to validate you, to tell you that you're good enough, to tell you that you're worthy. I'm here to tell you that you are worthy and you can have, you can be, you can do anything. Because when I looked at the lineup, it was 3 men and 1 woman, this little short black woman here. All these men were multimillionaires, and I had not made $1 million yet at that time. And I was on stage. They called me the closer. Because when I got on stage, after all of them spoke, I was the last one to speak. And I would teach people the tax advantages of a business, why they needed a home-based business. I would break that thing down to the least common denominator, that when I finished, people would run to the back of the room. That's where people were signing up. People would run to the back of the room and get signed up in that business. Just for me being real and breaking down as an ex-IRS auditor, the tax advantages of owning a business. And man, I remember Danny Glover saying to me, he said, Jean, I've never seen anything. You are powerful. He began to speak into me. You are powerful. You're a powerful young lady, girl. You better keep it up. You better keep going after your dreams. And guys, let me just tell you, I want to make sure, oh, good, we got some good time. Let me just tell you, when I sat in my hotel night, not hotel night, when I sat in my hotel room that night, I had like an out of body experience because I was thinking like, wow, here I am with all these millionaires and I'm on the stage with them. And at that time, I wasn't a qualified millionaire, hadn't made a million yet. And I was like, God, what are you trying to show me? What is this a preview of what's to come? Now, mind you, that me and Danny Glover, we did a big workshop here in Atlanta, Georgia, and that packed out. I was on V103. I was on Good Day Atlanta, Good Morning America. I did a lot. And then I went through a divorce. And that was one of the hardest things, one of the most embarrassing things for me as a woman to go through, because I was like, oh my God, I failed. Here I am, I failed. That didn't work out. And I had a couple of failed relationships. But I said, Jean, you're more than enough. You're more than qualified. Don't let your mistakes or areas of pain prevent you from moving ahead. See, one of the things that I learned is I needed to get in a quiet place. I needed to begin to meditate and begin to listen to the word of God in my heart to let me know that I am more than enough. I'm more than enough to not worry about what other people say, what other people think about me, what other people are doing, but to focus on what do I think about me. And so, guys, when I went through that pain, and when you in pain, I'm telling you right now, get in a quiet place, pray, meditate. Don't go rush and get into another relationship. That is not the time. When you're going through it, that is not the time, because you're going to attract something that you don't want to attract, especially if you're vibrating at a low level. You're going to attract somebody else who is vibrating at a low level. And that's exactly what I did. And, I just knew after prayer and supplication and fasting and working on my personal development, I said, nope, no, this is not it. I got to get out of this relationship. And I did. And I stayed single 2.5 years. In those 2.5 years, after that, I was celibate, and I said, God, I'm going to let you send my husband. I'm going to let you send him. I prayed for him. And guess what? God sent him. We'll tell you about that story another time. But as I tell you a little bit about myself, and it's so many trials, and doing this show every Thursday when we come on, I'm going to share a little bit more about myself, about my family. And what I want you to know about the Jean Marlo Davis show, you heard me say I'm a wealth creator, okay? The Jean Marlo Davis show is to help you to walk into your divine authority. It's to show you how to become a wealth creator yourself. That means having balance mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, as well as relationship-wise. It's about having the whole prosperity pie. That's what it's about. And so as I talk about that, thank you, honey. You see what he brought me? So as I talk about that, let me get a little sip, okay? Oh, that's hot. I'm going to have to let that wait. About having the whole total prosperity pie. That's what a wealth creator is. And that's what I'm going to be coming on. Every week, we're going to talk about different topics. We might deal with finances. We might deal with relationship. We might deal with mental health. We might deal with physical health. We might have trainers and teachers and coaches and different authors to be our special guests, guys. We're going to travel all over the world and bring the show to you. My main hope and desire is to help you to walk in your divine authority, is to help you to have, be, do anything. Now, as I shared a little bit about me, and I shared a lot really in these first 30 minutes, I did that to set the premise so you can know you're not the only one that's going through something. You're not the only one struggling. See, it comes down to belief. And when you have belief, you will have breakthrough. Now, let me explain that. Having belief. When I was going through those terrible times, when I was struggling with my children, when I was worried how I was going to pay the bills, when I was worried how I was going to feed my kids, I had belief that God had not forsaken me. I was angry. I questioned God a lot. I cried a lot. And I continue to work. Some of y'all cry and lay down and fall out and expect something to happen. I say cry and continue to work, okay? Cry and continue to work. Keep working. Work is one of the greatest remedies to any type of situation. You get a divorce, keep on working. You lose your job, hey, look, keep working, going out there looking for a job. My mama used to say, when you lose your job is to go out there and look for a job. You know, whatever situation you're going through, break up in a relationship, keep on working. You know, it didn't work out, keep on working. Scale that thing up. Go do the research. Go and talk to someone. Get a mentor. Get a coach. But belief, and I was taught by another one of my mentors, what affects our belief is what we're watching, is what we're listening to, is what we're reading, is what we're saying to ourselves, it's our environment. I wrote this quote down. It says, it all begins and ends in your mind. What you give power to has power over you. Oh, wow. Let me say that again. It all begins and ends in your mind. What you give power to has power over you. That's by Leon Brown. I also read somewhere in a powerful book, if you will, so as a man thinketh, so is he. So when I talk about belief, guys, I want to ask you, what are you believing for in 2020? Right now, we are, and it's about, like I said, it's about having a total prosperity, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, relationship-wise, all that stuff. In my spiritual, my church, the Dream Center of Atlanta, with Bishop Murphy, William Murphy, we are doing a 12 days of fasting, 12 days of fasting right now. And we're praying over different things, praying over what's happening in the economy, what's happening with our president, with our troops, what's happening with, our life, just different things. We have a theme. And this is day 4 that, we've been fasting. No meat, no sweets, no strong drinks. We fast from 12 midnight to 4 p.m. Drink plenty of water. During the fast, you can have water and juice after the fast. Of course, no strong drinks, things of that nature. No meat, no sweets. And so basically, I'm going to get a little drink right here, my coffee. That's so good. Let me put a little coldness in here. Oh, it's a good delay. I see that. Okay. Hold on one second. Sorry for the slurpee. But so we're fasting and we're praying over different things in our life. And it's beautiful when you can come together in that strong environment with other people who believe just like you believe. And you can pray together. You can say your confessions. You can speak it into existence. You can come 2 or more gathered. You can speak it, the power of coming together and speaking on that thing. And so I'm missing my family tonight, but tonight we launched this show, and I thank you guys for supporting us and everything. And but guys, let me just tell you that right there, it fills my spirit. It helps me to go out here and do what it is that I've been called to do, to walk in faith, not by sight. That's what I'm saying. You need to be, when it comes to belief, you need to put yourself in a strong environment of people who want the best for you, people who believe in you, people who want to uplift you, not people who want to tear you down, but people who want to build you up. You want to make sure that you surround yourself around people who are winning, people who can give you the right advice, people who are going to tell you what their experiences were and how you can overcome it. Not people who When you go to ask a question, oh, shut up, don't listen. I'm the one in charge. You need to listen to me. Not no narcissistic type of craziness. No, we're talking about someone who love you and care for you and want the best for you and will begin to speak those right things into your life and give you reference points for you could go back to read it and study it for yourself when you're at home by yourself. Look, let me tell you something. My staff is on it today. Thank you, which is my honey bunch, is my husband. So you want to surround yourself around the right environment. When you go home, what are you saying to yourself? Some people created what we call a vision board. Honey, can you give me that vision board right there? This is something that this is an old one. This is one of our, we have two offices. This is really the studio. And basically, this is an old vision board that I have, right? An old vision board that I have. And this is what most people do. They have their parties and they have vision board parties and they put up, let's cut out things, let's talk about what our vision is and paste it on the board and things of that nature. I used to do that too. But now, as I matured and grew, now I have a vision environment. When you come in our home, you see the affirmations on the wall. You go in one room, you see I am. Like I got like 40, I am powerful, I am blessed, I am healthy, I am grateful and thankful now that. What are my income level I'm looking for? I have like 40 of those plastered in, going down on a sheet, on a long sticky in our, I think, kitchen. Then I got my goals in the office downstairs. You can clearly see what we're working on, what we're believing on. You can not only see the goals, you see the plan, you see the daily activity that we're doing. See, that's belief. I think belief is walking into what it is that you want without physically seeing it. What they say what if I'm saying? Man, when they talk about what is faith, faith is what? The evidence of things unseen, the substance of things hoped for. So having faith, having belief is going to work regardless of what it looked like, regardless of where you are, setting yourself up, putting yourself, I'm telling you right now, I just want to tell you this right now as I talk about this and what it requires to have breakthrough is to really, guys, really protect your environment, protect your mind, protect your spirit, protect your heart. I'm telling you, be careful who you allow to speak into your ear gate, what you allow to come into your eye gate. Be careful what you say out your mouth, because what you don't realize is you are creating. You're either a deliberate creator or you're an indeliberate creator. Some people, they're in hell because they keep speaking hell in their life. Their belief is zero. So what do I have to do, Jean Marlo Davis, to increase my belief? I would say, guys, first of all, get some personal development. I remember when I didn't understand how to increase my belief, I was given some books to read. I was given some coaching. I was given some mentor. This is on YouTube, The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. The Magic of Believing by Claude Bristol. Those two things right there, those are a good start. Those are a good start. And then I was told to start, list 5 things. 5 things. Write this down. List 5 things that you are believing for. And what you're going to say is, I'm so happy and grateful now that. So let's say I want to be healthy, which I pray all of you do. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm in perfect health and I'm in perfect condition. Whatever your finances are, let's say you want to earn $100,000 a month. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning over $100,000 or more a month. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm blessed to be a blessing. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have total prosperity in every area of my life. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me easily, effortlessly, and continuously in ever increasing amounts. Write 5 things down. Have it on you at all times. Get an index card, guys. Put the index card in your car so you can see it. Put it in your purse, in your wallet. Have one everywhere you go so you can continue. That's, what they said, a belief is nothing more than something that you continue to keep telling yourself. Something that you keep telling yourself. That's all a belief is. That's how a belief becomes a belief. That's how it becomes a conviction. It's something that you keep telling yourself over and over and over and over again. You are creating. So when we talk about belief, you have to say to yourself, I know that this is my time. You have to be very careful what you're saying. I know that God want me to have the best. He said, above all things, I want for you to prosper, be in good health as your soul prosper. So that's what I believe. I don't subscribe to anything else. My God, my creator, whether you believe in God or not, but this is my show, so I'm talking about God myself. Okay, I'm saying that my God said above all things, he wants for me to prosper. He wants for me to be in good health as my soul prospers. So that's what I believe. So I believe that it is my duty. Not only my duty, is my responsibility to prosper, to be in good health as my soul prosper, to go out there and help people, to show them how they can do anything, to help them to break through whatever difficulties or giants that they have in their life. I believe everything that you're going through right now is for someone who is going through the same thing. I believe that you are somebody else's breakthrough. And so basically, guys, when I talk about belief, you have to first start speaking the right things, listening to the right things, putting yourself in powerful environment, reading the right things. You have to pretty much program yourself. I remember, let me get another sip of this drink. Oh, I'm doing real good for my first show. Hey, I'm on time, y'all. I'm looking fabulous. Okay, so hold on. I'm silly too. You're going to learn that. Hold on. So listen, I remember when I was dating Mr. Davis, Mr. Bruce Davis. You'll get to meet him soon. He came over to my house one time and he saw all these affirmations. He saw all these affirmations on the wall and everything. And even though you can't see him, you can hear him. What did you say, honey, when you saw all those affirmations?
That you were programming yourself for success. With the things that you had on the walls, you couldn't help but see them when you walked around the house. When you walked in every room, you had something else positive in there. And even though you may not look at it, your third eye sees it. And your brain can take it in.
Your what eye see it?
Your third eye.
Your third eye. Your second eye?
No, your third one.
Your first eye.
Well, right between the two.
The third eye. Okay, your third eye sees it. And what you said? Yeah, you said, and what else you said, honey?
I said, and your brain takes it in. And it begins to activate on your body. Activate on yourself and your ideas.
And that's what I had to do. I had to create a winning environment. A belief is nothing more than something that you keep telling yourself. So I had to make sure that the first thing in the morning when I wake up, I see what I'm believing for. And then I found some people that I could pray with, and we could pray together and speak over each other positive things. And I don't share my dreams and goals with everybody because everybody can't handle it. The minute you share some of your dreams and goals, automatically people are like, oh Lord, you're crazy. How you think you're going to do that? This, that, and that tells me where their level of belief is. So I don't take it personal, but I share with people who are believing even higher than what I'm believing for. And so I learned that I had to create the environment in order for me to win and to put myself, that's why I believe in going to workshops. I believe in going to seminars. I believe in going to boot camps. I believe in mentors. I believe in coaches. Qualify your mentors and coaches. I believe that we all have to have our team. You can't do it by yourself. You need a team of people rallying around you, supporting your dream, supporting your idea, supporting your belief. And so when I began to monitor what I was watching, monitor what I was reading, monitor who I'm hanging around, stop giving foolishness time to people who talking foolishness. I don't need to know what's going on Power and all these other stuff. I'm not getting paid for it. So I was like, look, thank you very much, but I'm not watching that. I'm watching my bank account and how I can grow it. So, and I'm not saying that you can't enjoy Netflix or some other shows and things of that nature. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that what's important to you? What is it that you're going for? What are you believing for? What are you trusting God for? And you got to be able to position yourself at this year 2020 being a new decade, a new year. It's about having clear and perfect vision. Clear and perfect vision. I need someone who's believing for more than me, believing higher than me, vibrating at a higher level so I can plug into that energy source and vibe. That's why, oh my God, man, the church that we belong to, that Bruce, come on, that church we belong to, the energy, what'd you say about that, Bruce? God.
I never been to a church like that before. Never. Definitely, the energy is there, the spirit is there. You get taught by the pastor. I mean, everyone there is genuine. I never experienced that before.
I never experienced it before either. The right environment. Being in the right environment will increase your belief. Saying your affirmations will increase your belief. Reading the right things will increase your belief. Listening to the right things will increase your belief. Guys, you got to put yourself in a situation where you can increase your belief. And once you increase your belief, I'm telling you, when you begin to execute the work, because I didn't say I do because I did not believe in Bruce. I said I do because I believe in him. So therefore, when I had the belief, I had action. So that's how you know you're believing, because when you have belief, you're going to have action. You're going to implement action, because the word says, faith without work is dead. So if you can have all the belief in the world, oh yes, I'm gonna be I remember that old song, I wanna be a millionaire, so freaking bad. Yep, but a lot of people sung that song. Okay, so what game plan do you have to become a millionaire? Do you know what $1 million look like? $1 million is nothing but 1,000 sales of a product that costs $1,000. Oh, that could be broken down. What product or services do I have that costs $1,000? Belief. When you have belief, you begin to execute the work. And when you begin to execute the work, you'll have breakthrough, babe. Breakthrough. That's what we're talking about. Breakthrough. This year, 2020, is about breakthrough. It's about breaking through those hard walls that you built for yourself. The walls that you tell yourself you're not good enough. I'm not going to be anything. It's not me, I'm not qualified to do this. Whatever somebody told you, the lies that was told to you, the poverty that you inherited, the sickness that you inherited from bad eating, the doubt that you inherited from being spoken negative to all your life. It's called breakthrough, babe. That's what it's about. We want to help you to have breakthrough, because there's steps that you have to take in order to have a breakthrough in your life. I remember as I began to wrap this show up, our first show. Woo! I'm so excited, man. Listen, as I began to wrap this show up, it's a lot that I want to tell you. An hour is just not enough, but I trust you'll be back here next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you go and run and tell that. Go share that. Go subscribe. Hit the bell so you can get the notifications. But let me just tell you this. When I began to believe, I had a paradigm shift that happened in my mind. I began to speak those things as though they were. And I began to see information, because I was believing. Information began to travel my way to help me to get to where I wanted to be. And I remember going to a conference, a workshop or whatever it was, a conference that I went to. And all these young people, 21, 23, 25, making millions of dollars, working at home, laptop lifestyle. I said, okay, Jean, come on. There's something you need to do. And I was blessed to be able to talk to some of those people, to be mentored by some of those people. I was able to take the information. See, when you go to a workshop or a seminar, boot camp, or whatever, there's so many nuggets that you're going to get. So many may have different speakers to come up and speak about different things. All you need to do is get the right nugget, go home, learn it, do it, apply it, and then you can teach it and earn money, right? And so when I began to get all this, it was so many people, but I wrote down some steps that I needed to do. I wrote down vendors that I needed to use in order to help me to develop our products and services. And let me just tell you, we created our online platform, twcuniversity.com. We created, it's a learn and earn platform that have over 60 plus trainings and 22 programs that we're adding that people can promote and earn money from. You know, we have trainings on taxes, finance, wealth creation, debt eradication, investing, real estate, personal development. You're looking for personal development. You want to increase your belief, twcuniversity.com. twcuniversity.com. So we created the membership and affiliate program that it costs $19, $49, and $97. Then we created our Impact Conference. We created our Tiffis Tax Max, our Tiffis Wealth Max, and a couple other programs, and we began to sell those programs online. In 4 months, guys, we made six figures. And then if we thought it was a flop, we made additional six figures in 3 months. That came from belief. That came from doing the work. That came from doing the research, growing, speaking those things as though they were. We know that this year in 2020, we're going to have a multiple seven-figure year. We know this without a shadow of doubt. We continue to speak it. We continue to do the things that's necessary, and we have programs in place to make it happen. It comes from belief. And when you have belief and you do the work, you will have breakthrough. Everything that you need will begin to travel to you to help you to execute it and achieve the dreams that you want to have. But you got to position yourself. You got to do a survey, take an evaluation of your life, if you will. Look at what you're doing today. Look at where you are today. Are you where you want to be? And if you say, Jean, absolutely not, or Jean, I could be in a better place, then what you got to do, guys, is you got to get with a mentor or coach and get some questions answered to help you to have the breakthrough that you're looking for. There's some things that I want to give you. There's some things I want to give you. First of all, what I want you to do is I want you to write this down. Go ahead and write this down. First, become a TWC, become a wealth creator, okay? Become a wealth creator. Now, the first thing I want you to do is write down twcuniversity.com. That's twcuniversity.com. When you go to the website, you're going to see my lovely face, okay? You're going to see a video there. Watch the little short video. And then go ahead and put your name, your real name, and email in. Now, the mere fact that you did that, two things happen. Number one, you automatically go into our autoresponder that you will receive our e-newsletters that we send out with updates and information, inspiration, and help you impact the nation. Automatically, that happens when you put your name and email, when you go to twcuniversity.com. The second thing is you're entered into a contest that we give away these vacation certificates to Las Vegas, Orlando, Cancun, Mexico, a lot of different places, guys. You will be put into a drawing to receive your free vacation certificate just by being obedient. Just by walking in faith, by going to TWC. It costs you absolutely nothing to just go and put your name and email there. twcuniversity.com. Put your name, put your email. Automatically, you're enrolled into the e-newsletter, and you also put into the drawing to get a free vacation certificate. Now, go a little further into that. You'll see another video that breaks down the program of TWC, talks about what it means to be a wealth creator, shows you the program, show you what we teach on, and then show you how you can earn additional income. You can go in further there, watch the presentation, and then you can choose what experience you want to have, pro, whether you want to become a elite member or what have you, an advanced member, it's up to you when you go through that program. Okay. And then we have for those who saying, Jean, I need a little luck here. I need some help. I hear you talking about belief, and I hear you saying speak the right things, write the things down. This, that. I needed to go a little bit further than that, Jean. I need to know what action I need to take to grow my business. I need to know what I need to do to get out of this place of fear and doubt and insecurity. And I was telling my daughter today, I said, it should come to a point where you just like, I'm sick of being afraid. I'm sick of being afraid and doubtful. And I just want to go ahead and take a leap of faith. I just want to go ahead and walk into my divine authority. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's what you should be today. And so if you say, Jean, you know what? I don't know. Like right now, like I said, we're fasting in our business. We're doing our 2020 plan, clear and perfect vision. We're running over the next 90 days with our game plan and executing it. Those who decided to sign up for that, that's what we're doing. But if you're saying, Jean, I don't know what to do. What is this 2020 plan? How can I be a part of the 21-day accelerated program? How can I get your mentorship for a week or 2 weeks, 4 weeks or whatever? Then what you want to do, because I know you need just a little luck. And for us, luck is Level Up Coaching. We are the Level Up Coaching firm. That's our coaching platform. You want to go to the luckfirmllc.com. That's THELUC firm, FIRM, LLC.com. The Luck Firm. That's THELUC firm, FIRM, LLC.com. The Luck Firm, LLC.com. Go to the website, peruse the site, read the information, pray about it if you have to. I think some of you guys already been praying, so I believe that by the mere fact that you're watching this broadcast, your prayers are being answered. Go to the luckfirmllc.com. Look at the experiences available and decide. Make a concrete decision right now where you want to get started. It's 100% tax deductible. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to help you to truly, truly, truly take your business, take your life, take your dreams and your goals to another level, the Level Up Coaching firm. Okay. And last but not, well, two more things. Those who owe the IRS, have problems with your taxes, don't know what you need to do, need some kind of financial advice, need some tax advice, want to be able to settle tax debt, you can go to tiffisllc.com. That's TIFFISLLC.com. TIFFISLLC.com. That is our tax and financial consulting firm that you can go there and get your answers, your questions about your taxes, or whatever situation that you're having. I'm an ex-IRS auditor with over 20 years tax experience. We can help you with that. And last but not least, we're talking about breakthrough. We're talking about truly living the type of life we desire. Walking in spite of fear, walking out in spite of doubt. See, guys, we had a goal to do this show, and we've been talking about this for months, right, babe? We've been talking about this show for months. We've been talking about doing a show, what we want to call it, what we want to do, and different things start happening and stuff like that. And we was like, we're going to do it. But we decided, you know what? Hey, January, we're going to do it. We're going to believe, and we're going to go out there, and we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to go out there and execute. Belief, work, breakthrough. That's how it happened. Belief, work, breakthrough. And so we decided to do this show. And also because we know that we want to help you to have the type of breakthrough that you're looking for. April 25th and 26th, we're going to have the Breakthrough 2020 tour. Breakthrough 2020 tour that we're going to help you to break through those negative images that you have painted about yourself, the walls that you have built up, the fear, the doubt, the insecurities, whatever it is that's holding you back. We want to help you and surround you around leaders that are making it happen. I'm telling you, this breakthrough conference, oh my God. I'm telling you, we're going to make this earth shatter. We're going to create an earthquake with this breakthrough, because we got to make sure we have the walls tumbling down. We got to help you tumble down and break through those walls. And all it takes, guys, is a little faith. Take a little faith, a leap of faith to come to this conference so you can get your breakthrough. Now, we're getting ready to put that conference together. It's going to be right here in Atlanta, Georgia. It's going to be April the 25th and the 26th. At the time of this broadcast, what you want to do, guys, is go to twcuniversity.com. Remember, put your name and email. You're going to get the update. You're going to get the announcement. Or you could just leave a comment below and say, Jean, where's the conference? Can I have the conference details? And when we get the website for you to go register, which will be just in a little bit, we'll go ahead and put the website automatically down in the comments below, also in the descriptions of this first show, so you can register for the Breakthrough Conference. Now, guys, 8 o'clock. That girl's getting good. I'm telling you. Let me just tell you right now, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for being here. I'm so excited about what we're about to do with the Jean Marlo Davis show, how we're going to travel the world, how we're going to be able to help people to break down the insecurities, the doubts, the fears, how we're going to help people to walk into their divine authority, how we're going to help people mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, as well as relationship-wise. We know that this is a mission. This is our mission. This is a ministry. This is our goal. We want to help you because I am a wealth creator with TWC. We want to help you, and we want you to understand that you can have, you can be, you can do anything. Guys, let me just tell you, it's been a complete blessing to be here today. I missed my prayer date at the altar today, but I've been praying all day doing my fast. But I'm telling you, it's so awesome that during our fast, that we launched this show. Guys, I want to say thank you so much. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down below. Let us know if this broadcast helped you today. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. You should have all the information below. Jean Marlo Davis, so make sure you subscribe, hit the bell. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, all those good places. Make sure you follow us. And if you have any questions or concerns and you want to talk to us right away, our office number is 678-457-9493. Again, 678-457-9493. My name is Jean Marlo Davis. I am a wealth creator. You're a wealth creator too. And I want you to know you can have, be, do anything. Join us next week, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Jean Marlo Davis show. Woo! You guys take care. God bless. Thank you for watching. And make sure you subscribe and share.